Somebody just got a bunch of loot from the IGUS ferry. IGUS is representative of all things robot puberty related. So the story goes that last year around, I don't know, February, I returned from a business trip with Mark, and there was a magazine waiting for me at the hackerspace that was left by someone anonymously, and there was a post-it on the cover which read, "For Noodle, pink tab." And once I kind of lifted the post-it and looked underneath, I realized this was an IGUS catalog. And at the time, I had never heard of IGUS before. I had no idea what the contents were going to be. It was very obvious immediately that it was a bearing catalog with other interesting mechanical bits and bobs inside. That's exciting because I like shapes. I took the catalog home and I started looking through it. Mind you, this isn't my catalog. It was left for Noodle, so Mommy was just borrowing it to see what interesting things might be inside. Which I have to point out that there was a pink tab sticking out the side of the catalog. So I started flipping through the pink tab section and saw plastic bearings specifically. And once I began reading the titles of the different products out loud, there was a consistent theme. They all kind of were vaguely dirty. Shaft end support. It might just be because I'm kind of a little bit of a pervert. Self-lubricating press-fit bearings. I don't know, they were very suggestive. Eventually I flipped the page and there was a picture of a banana. Why? There's bananas in this book. I have no idea why there was a picture of a banana, but it just sort of, like, kind of solidified the overall theme of the pink tab section. Someone had left my child their first smut magazine. Spherical balls. I came to find out later that the person who left this catalog for Noodle was none other than Toni. Anytime Toni comes to visit, if the catalog is out, he will flip it to a new page and make sure Noodle has something fresh and interesting to look at. I don't know, a child going through puberty needs to have stimulation. Clevis joint. So I'm trying to be a good parent here. When the IGUS ferry came, this effectively was like the Santa of dirty toys coming and leaving a bunch of, like, plumbuses for Noodle. The thing that I'm going to do right now is unbox all of these fun shapes and see what the IGUS ferry left for Noodle. Where this stuff actually came from. Mark went to LDI, which is a lighting convention here in Las Vegas. He came back with these bags right here, filled with boxes. I got this, Noodle, you got one of those. It's a dry spin helix lead screw, threaded, whatever. This is like a tasting box. And if I open it up, ooh, there's swivel ball links in here, which I think some of my original Delta robots had these as the joints. There's some fittings, connector bits. There's like little tiny ones and larger ones. So this is kind of like a bento box. In the small box, this says, what is this? Linear system. Ah, okay, I think I know what this is gonna be. Yes. This is like shapes that fit very nicely onto other shapes and glide smoothly. This is kind of like a robot's version of, you know, those like baby toys where they have like the big wooden beads that you can slide back and forth on the metal bars. Noodle, this is your version of that. You can kind of just put your foot on this pad and slide it back and forth. Yeah? Yeah. I'll make something for Noodle out of this. Ooh. These are like... It's like a box of nipples. Open. Change your bearing now. That's pretty descriptive right there. Why are there's dots? Why are there so many dots? Ah, okay. So you take these, I'm guessing you place this on top of the circles, and these are the ones that are that. Let's pick a different one. Food contact. So these are the shapes that Noodle you can use with food. Yeah? If you want food safe circles. Okay. These will get used for something. Okay. There's like a Kuka robot looking thing on the front here, which is getting me very excited. Ah. Oh, look at that. Noodle. Do you see it? This is like the most exciting shape to happen yet. This is like a... I don't know, but I wanna... Hell yeah. So this is like I guess you put cords for like cord management down through the core of this, and this allows degrees of freedom while protecting your cables, and it looks badass. And particularly what this reminds me of is I was trying to make a vertebrate spine for my mechanical flower last year out of silicone and 3D printed parts, but this is effectively kind of what I was going for, and it even kind of stands up straightish. So it's maybe I'll end up modifying something like this for my next revision. Do you wanna play with this? I'll leave this out for you. Here. All right. So I'm curious. Do I have 4 of these? I would be okay with that. Okay, that's a big one. That's... So this... So you've got the ball on one end right there, and I guess that fits into the female end on this side, and you can tile these together and make one really like massive kind of like spine piece, sort of like the smaller one over there. So I'm guessing maybe I have a bunch of other sizes of these. No. Alright, so I've got another one of the large vertebrae pieces, and... Alright, I'm okay with that. This fantastic shape, this beautiful, articulated, like, neck-throat spine, it's pleasing. This is probably going to become the next iteration of flower in some capacity, the stem. I can definitely use these things for things that they weren't intended for, naturally. This is my favorite. This is a good day. Yeah. As always, continue making awesome stuff out there, and thank you for watching. And Noodle says, Happy Thanksgiving. Noodle's gonna eat the turkey. He's gonna mash the potatoes too.